Hello Moto fam, Pure Endurance Training coming at you with some skills and drills training, and today we'll be talking about the figure 8 drill. So I was out at the JWTF training facility the other day and the tracks were way too wet to ride, so decided to make the best of it by doing a figure 8 drill. From a skills and motor development standpoint, the figure 8 drill is one of the best cornering drills you can do because it allows you to execute multiple reps in a short amount of time. Remember, skills and technique are a product of proper execution and repetition. A lot of riders make the mistake of trying to get this repetition while putting in laps, which is a less productive method of skills building. In fact, I would argue that putting in laps only solidifies and reinforces your current skill level, which makes it important to come back to those fundamentals. So to get this started, if you don't already have figure 8 formed, you need to burn one in by riding in the figure 8 pattern while standing. This will help the tire dig straight down to the ground to get a line formed. And it's important not to start too aggressive too soon. If you get too aggressive and start leaning into this too soon, you just blow the line out and you got to start all over again. So you got to be patient, you got to go slow. And when I say slow, like PW50 slow. And once that line is matured, then you're ready to start the drill. Once that line is really baked in, what I like to do is a warm up, and I do a minute to a minute and a half in each direction while standing. Focus on being on the balls of my feet, weighting the outside peg, and maintaining the appropriate attack position. I'll then transition to sitting for about a minute to a minute and a half with both feet on the pegs. Doing this will force you to maintain a strong core while you lean the bike with your hips and weight the outside peg. Finally, you're ready to transition to the seated position while putting your inside leg out for about a minute to a minute and a half in each direction. So in order to make this productive, I limit myself to no more than 1.5 minutes of ride time in each direction and no more than 2 reps in each direction before I take a 5-minute break. I only do a maximum of 3 sets, and that may not seem like a lot, but the idea is to be doing this 1 to 2 times a week and focus on perfect form and quality and not quantity. So while you're doing this, some things to focus on. You really want to focus on smooth entries and no heavy braking. If you come in too heavy on the brakes, then the bike will be hard to lean and will be diving excessively. The smoother your entries are, the smoother the exit will be. If you can't get a smooth corner, then you need to dial back the speed until you have it mastered, and then and only then can you introduce speed. So since you're already going slow, the primary focus should be on form. Now you don't have to worry about dealing with the additional elements of a track like other people or how fast you're going. This is the perfect time to really focus on keeping your outside elbows up, weighting the outside foot peg, keeping that inside leg up and tight against the bike, and really trying to focus on not dabbing that inside leg. You should also focus on smooth roll momentum to get you to the apex before you get on the gas. Doing so helps you to calibrate your body to understand the proper entry speed for a given corner. The next key element here, though, is lean angle. So your lean angle is primarily dictated by the shape of a corner. So no one corner is created equal, and when you do this figure 8 drill, no one figure 8 is ever going to be the same. So the amount of lean angle that you need to have will really be dictated by how deep the rut is and the shape of the rut. Obviously, the more aggressive the rut is, the more lean angle it has, the more lean angle you can have coming into it, and by necessity, the more speed you'll need to carry to go in there to keep you held into the rut. Regardless of the lean angle, you should never be perfectly perpendicular to the seat. A little bit of your body weight should always be counterbalanced on the outside of the seat. If you watch Jet Lawrence, he is a master at doing this. Finally, in this drill, you really don't want to be using clutch or rear brake. The only thing you should be using is a little bit of front brake to guide you into the rut and to keep you in the rut. You should only be feathering the front brake. You should never be grabbing a handful of it and causing the front end to dive excessively. The point of eliminating the rear brake and the clutch is to train your body to manage speed by leaning the bike and relying on smooth throttle to get you through the corner. When you got all that stuff mastered, you're ready to get out there and do this on your own. Have fun.